Hello everybody, my name is That Joe Guy. Welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. Now, we are here exactly where we left off because something kind of interesting happened when I logged back in. It spawned me, or it put me back in the game inside the sea truck pilot's compartment, but I'm free to move around, which I have not been until this point. And I don't know if there was a way that I could do this from here, like if there's an option to exit but not exit the entire vehicle. I really don't know. There's something here about disconnecting modules and things like that.
Immediately.
Oh god, I'm dying. Oh god, I'm dying. That's even worse. Okay, we're back in it for now. Let's, we need to head back pronto. So, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Subnautica. Today, as advertised, well actually, maybe you didn't expect to see me here, because I have been making a habit of building pretty heavily off camera, and coming back, and we have the fully formed version of whatever base it is that I am constructing. I've decided, because I'm going to do a fair amount of building today, having identified not one, but potentially up to 3 projects separately that I want to do. Not necessarily, each of them are not necessarily large projects, but something I would like to do. And because we have some new building stuff to play with this time, I actually thought I'd try and take you with me as much as possible. There will still be heavy editing in this episode, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out. Excuse me. But it's something I'd like to try. Say just I tap E there. Okay, when I go back in, you know, do this now. Actually, don't do this now. You're thirsting to death. It's funny you can starve to death, but you can't thirst to death, or at least that's not something that people say. Actually, it's been a few days since I last
vital signs stabilizing.
Since I last played this game. Whoops. Since I last played this game, I'm a little on the rusty side, but there we go. We're back to full strength. So, yes, as I build new structures, as I kind of like finalize my plans for bases, things like that, we are going to kind of cut in and out. Ooh, my power cell's a little in the need of recharge. 27% battery. Alright, so there's no hotkeys or anything else like that. So exit doesn't do anything. E, I know what E does. No, I can't. I literally can't. Okay, interesting. So how do I avoid piloting it? I guess I don't, but maybe I don't need to because I don't have the modules right now. So yeah, today's beverage is Iron Brew again. And I'm just gonna settle in. It's gonna take a few hours.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There is no rushing this process, and as usual, we need to start with titanium. We need to get a basic setup on the go. So let's just take that. I think I want enough materials. How do you start building, you know? Oh, I can build that using that. I don't think I found gel sacks yet, though. I found rubies. So what do we need to start? We need a compartment. Obviously, I'm not even gonna take for that. We need power, so we need a solar panel, which I'm gonna pin. And we need a hatch. So I just need quartz, really. And that'll be enough to start, to kind of get my feet on land. I've got enough titanium for a compartment, so I can kind of build a building station, if you like. I also need copper. How am I doing on copper? Okay, we're actually doing okay. All right, here we go, guys. Ooh, just noticed something cool. It's not something very cool, and I wondered how they did this. Okay, so you can see me setting up here on the lip of this the setup, and I was just setting up my little home base, and god, day's breaking. Perfect timing. But it looks like that doesn't matter so much, because if I was to say, and where to start anything, right? Plonk something right here, and then if I want to set the hatch down, very cleverly, it includes stairs. The original Subnautica did not do that. You just kind of had to work it out. Sunbeam View and Vigo Doria, both of which had land connections. I just had to kind of eyeball it. God, Wolf of the Day for when I have a repulsion cannon. So I can kind of clear my garden a little bit. At least they're not going for my vehicle. So, now that it is day, I need to kind of like plot where I want to start setting things up, which is what I'm doing now. Okay, yep, I'm thinking up here. Up here with a view just here. So instead of starting how I originally intended to start, let's do our best. God, building amidst hypothermia is no easy task. But let's for the sake of argument also, I need plasteel ingots for this, but I can stick one of these down eventually. I think I just need lithium for the plasteel ingots, right? I don't really have time to check that out right now. Yeah, I think this plan is still fine. Let's do it. Push forward, push forward, push forward, push forward. Not getting rid of anything, you kind of see it highlights in yellow when stuff is interfering. Go. I should still have enough.
Hypothermia imminent.
Yeah, you're right. Let's take a dip. Whoa. Oh god, that would have hurt both of us. Right. Disorientating a little bit. I keep track of things every which direction. Okay. Now we have this here. Let's just for now set up a hatchway. Boom. Excellent. Now in terms of solar panels to get power to the blasted thing, can I set this up on land? I can, so I can have like a solar farm. Well, maybe over here is a good spot for that. Can I place it on top of like... I kind of can, yeah. I mean, what are these meant to be? I don't want to just plug things on willy-nilly. Because you get like these solar field farms and things like that in sort of like big installations. Let's get in again while I'm thinking about it. Now I can swear that we're going through power faster in this game than we are in Subnautica. It's possible that was tweaked or rebalanced, or maybe again just because I was so used to doing it in like just watching YouTube series. Power wasn't something I as a viewer had to worry about. Hey, this is fun. Is there a secret up here or anything? No, it doesn't look like it. It's a cool view though. I don't think I'll build up here, or if I do, it won't be anything major, but it's good to know this is here. Yep. You know, I'm so crazy. Okay, I should, whoa! Say, I mean, the tentacles are the dangerous bit, right? But still. This is how I built, and I knew this would happen when I brought you along for the ride. If you don't want to see me kind of stopping, starting, chopping, changing as part of my creative process, I wouldn't recommend watching this episode. I mean, if you want to hear my thought processes and see this come together on the fly, then you should get a great kick out of it, but it's not a fast process. That's why I've skipped it in the past. I like to have my bases be aesthetically interesting. And that does require some kind of scouting and planning, not helped by the fact that I have to worry about hypothermia. I think on balance though, I'm okay to maybe use these rocks. So let's have a... the fact that it's lopsided is kind of annoying. Well, that's also what cutting is for. You don't have to be here for everything. You can just, I can just cut. Whoa. Oh, cool. A jukebox disc. I didn't even notice this was here. I didn't know you needed discs. I didn't know. How could I know? Yeah, I will cut back once I've finalized the decision on the thing. Okay, here we go. First solar panel is really pointless for me to be particularly pernickety, and you know what? I wouldn't be so pernickety about this if I wasn't also recording this. I just need to relax.
All primary systems online.
Interesting, it's not a glass hatch online.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, well this gives me warmth. let's do as we said we'd do, and move some interior wall lockers inside. And this time I'm not going to fanny about with it. Oh, looks like Robin here's having a bit of a hard time recovering from what we just put her through. Go back out and reset it, but I'm going to start moving supplies over. Yes, indeed I am. Huh. Well, hello. Inventory full. Yeah, I never clocked this this cave before. This is maybe where I was talking about previously that I couldn't find. Yes, yes it is. Okay, I did wonder. So I came upon this area and I thought, oh, a great plateau. But no, it's distinct ice flows. Can I see? Yeah, okay, good. That's tied things nicely together in my head. I have a pretty good sense of direction, and I knew I'd found something like this. I just made an assumption, which is also something I want to do about the terrain around me. Imagination fills in more blanks than we think, guys. Gotta be wary of that, because I'm pretty sure that's how racism happens too. Okay, that's the storage and crafting area of pod base, cleared out and remodeled ever so slightly. With that, I pick up a few things I left in here just to clear up some space. Whoops. Oh, you stay here. That's us on our way. Obviously, well, maybe this is obvious. We're not intending to keep the space empty of storage materials forever. It's just that having everything over there means I don't have to make the 800-meter journey between bases again. You can see I've got a new beacon here, land base. That's not the base's final name. I don't know the base's final name yet. We haven't had a lot of requests for base names or vehicle names. Once again, these slots are still open. But any bases that I do craft sort of today are probably just going to be names that I come up with myself. There are particular names I'm going to put in, just not a lot of requests for bases. So yeah, I'm just going off my own cuff, which I did for most of the bases back in the original Subnautica, so I'm good with it. Okay, now we got our staging area set up. We are free to do some planning. I'm going to take some titanium to do so. Behold our canvas. Now, what sort of base do we want to create? I'm thinking I don't want something which is going to take up too much surface area. I'm thinking tall as opposed to like white potentially. I'm thinking that I'd like a fairly open plan to kind of like take advantage of these kind of naturalistic views as much as possible. So, you know, more like you'll come out here and go into the next building, kind of like pod base, as opposed to passing through corridors, though perhaps with an option to pass through corridors for those that would prefer it. I mean, I'm the only one living here, but still. And yeah, go with that from here. And over here kind of looks like the most natural place to do it, so I think that's probably where we'll start. Okay, I want to try something. I don't think I'm going to use this room type here, but I would like to attempt to construct a large room. Could I? Yeah. I want to get rid of this fabricator. I just want to see what it looks like. We'll need a hatch to get into it, obviously, but let's have a quick check. Whoa, okay, so it kind of wants to be... You can kind of tell when it starts to like click into the base. Let's not go with that. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I did it. Let's deconstruct this hatch for now, because nothing's attached to it, it's fine. Oh, did it. Cool. A hatch attached to it goes up like that. So yeah, big and ugly on the landscape, huh?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Look at all this room, though. And we've got, aside from that, partitions, right? Interior pieces. Large room partition door. You craft it 1 titanium at a time, which is good news. So... Oh, so you gotta kind of piece it out. How many bits of titanium does Joe have in his inventory? Enough to try this out. How much does the door cost? Oh, that in quartz. Alright. So that's that, and then you have a door in pretty restrictive areas, but still one nonetheless. So that's roughly how it'll look once I have a bit of quartz to back it up with. Yeah, very cool, very cool. How does a window look here? Obviously, I'm aware I can't even like simulate trying it out. I probably have glass in the thing. This is like our sketchboard. We're really just playing around, seeing what we can get away with, what our materials really are, as opposed to having to actually work with it. Why can't you do that? You could before, boyo. Why not? Okay. Up here then. Okay, well, think about it. So the partition doesn't look any different on this side, which is fine. I'm thinking it is not quite the right fit for what I want to do with this environment anyway, so I think I'm going to deconstruct the whole thing, and we'll keep on trucking. We'll try it out with windows and things like that when the time comes. But I reserve the right to change my mind. I'm just commentating my thought expressions. I'm not making any final decisions at this point. Just seeing where this takes us. Hey guys, I just noticed something. There is, hopefully, You can pin using, yeah, that's awesome. Really great quality of life thing there. I'm building an advanced wiring kit for something I want to show you. I was about to comment on how you couldn't do it through the crafting menu and how that would be a great addition. But turns out that would have been eating my words. There we go. Advanced wiring kit, and with that. Alright, to update you on how the building situation is going here, I've also decided to get rid of this structure here because I don't like it as much. I have instead built this. This is a nice little simple structure which I actually really like the design of so far. I've also got the control room kind of situated up here. I'm still playing with the idea of its location, but now we can actually complete its...
In the control room, you can change base lighting and colors, rename your base, and see information about power and structural integrity.
Ah, shit.
But not the integrity of societal power structures.
Okay, thanks for that. Okay, it's gonna need relocated. We are not quite there yet, but we have built our first control room. Haven't seen the inside of it, but hey, baby steps. As you can see, like it's kind of like snapping to grid here, which is maybe fine. I could maybe just put it like here, like go for simple. It's not exactly what I had in mind. It kind of gives the base a kind of straight line structure. Yeah, that's maybe a little further out than I was hoping it would be. Okay, I'm gonna play with the location. I'll be back once I have put it down.
Hypothermia imminent.
Put it down on a location which is useful to me. And when that happens, we will. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, it's a little glitchy sometimes. And then we will see kind of what we wind up with from there. Yeah, okay. See you soon. Just noticing, folks, that the control room itself has its own beacon. Let's have a look at this. We have power to this base now through a single solar panel. And this should still be connected. Yeah, okay. I tricked it to extending by placing titanium things along the way, because if I'd placed the control room this far away otherwise, it wouldn't have thought it was the same base. Look at this, though. Whoa. Ah, okay. Yeah, navigate minimap. Indeed, yeah, that's how it's gotta be. Whoa, exit. That's fucking cool. Oh my god. This is very, very nifty. Structural integrity is fine because we're above. It gives me the time. I've never known the time ever in my life. That's nothing. But we got the base names. So yeah, we can color the base here like we would vehicles. So the days of marking beacons, bases with beacons are gone. Except for smaller bases. Like I'm not going to give pod base a control room, although I could. They're not that expensive, honestly. You can see by the way I have, you can see I've kind of done it on both ends. So it's kind of like suspended like that through staircases on both sides, so I can kind of make it a thoroughfare. Of course, the path this way will be fine as well. I've actually done the same with the other side. Although this staircase keeps glitching out to the extent that I'm wondering I might redo it. But if I redo this, I have to redo the whole thing. Oh, fuck. If I do it like that, and then do a hatch, is it going to behave itself a little bit better? Yeah, it looks like it might. And this kind of gives me like a nice viewing platform here. Yeah, I like that even better. You can also see I've extended this out that way. At the moment, I'm moving supplies from there to there, one way or another. I'm also doing supply runs because I'm a little low on the older resources. Yeah, we're just making it. We're making it. Alright, this base is going bye-bye. Bye-bye by the moonlight. Healthy dose of titanium back, thank you very much. And I'll show you quickly my filing system. It's not really done yet, but here we go. So you can see that I've crammed all lockers. Oh god, that's gonna cause problems, isn't it? Yeah, I don't even know. That's gonna cause problems. Okay, so think. I need to test. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so here's the basic idea, right? Okay, these two lockers here are for crafted items. You can kind of see stuff in there as well, and sure enough, we're gonna put remaining tools that we are not currently using in there, including the air bladder. There we go. Oh, there's a beacon too. So that's craftable. Stuff comes out slowly there. We have lockers here. So these are kind of organics. Table coral, root pustules, ribbon plants, that sort of thing. This is all going to get moved. So I'm going to do that immediately. And all along this back wall here, I want metals. So let's get a bunch in there to mark them up. See, that one back here is causing problems. Yeah, just can't get to it. Are you guys both empty? Yeah. And these on the right, this is gonna be food. You can already see there's some food stuff in there already. I'm gonna sort out my woes here one way or another, and yeah, I'll be back with you.
Hypothermia imminent.
Alrighty folks, it took up most of my quartz, but we have here our solar farm, such as it is. I mean, the foundation can be used for like external grow beds and stuff down the line. I could even extend it this way, but that is the third installation, the third kind of part of this above ground base, with the main base over there and the control room here. Things are looking pretty good. I still need a lot more materials though, so I'm doing several supply runs, and I think that's what I need to go do next. But I also need to set some batteries on charge, so that's what we're doing now. Oh, this might be new, guys. I was collecting some metal salvage from the Mercury 2 because titanium has been the pain in the ass this trip. And this is new, exterior grow bed. This is a seminal find for an exterior base. Yeah, baby. Any data pads or anything like that to find around, I wonder. Do I have room for you? I do. I can plant some ribbons. Yeah, there's a variety of things I can do with this. Is this anything important down here? A mobile vehicle bay fragment. Titanium, but I'm actually stocked. So yeah. Cool, great find this. Very pleased. Just what would be helpful. Do I have water? I do have water. Sweet. Well, nothing much to say about it. It's just a good thing. Must have not taken quite this route before.
The grow bed lets you grow plants and vegetables, providing flavorful options for evading scurvy.
Thanks so much. There we go. Ah. Well, that's interesting. Bottom hatches now exist. Were they a thing in the original Subnautica? I remember them at all. Ah. I'm just testing out some other designs, guys. Nothing to see here. Ooh, guys. I've started to play with the color thing, and whilst a preview would be good, you can kind of see out there. Alright, I'm gonna land on a color, then we're gonna do our pretty much our final tour, I think, with you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is now 5 in-game hours later, and a whole day later in reality. I've got a brand new glass of Iron Brew. I forgot how absorbing the building in this game can be. And we have ourselves something to see now. Welcome everybody, finally, to our new base. Let's go have a tour. God. So I mentioned at the start, okay, yeah, we're starting the tour from the start too. First of all, tiny little foundation here just for growing basically batteries. I just needed some kind of exterior grow bed down underneath the water, and that's this foundation here. It's handy as well because it keeps the bigger of the eye fish out, because they just love to come and have a look at me. I don't actually think they get super close. Yeah, see that one? They stop and then they go and then they get a bit closer. So I think they're primarily just curious. They don't actually want to like attack me or anything like that, or at least they're you know, not overly aggressive. I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, this longest ever episode, not in terms of actual minutes, but in terms of just it's the editing I'll have to do and the raw footage of it, that I had 3 projects in mind, and quite frankly I'm done building for now. This is the one project that I've achieved today, and it's gonna stay that way because I've kind of combined the multiple projects I had into one place, and this will primarily be my main base. So you come up here, I've used this dock, which I loved. Like, part of this base's kind of impetus was integrating it with the Altera stuff nearby. We've got light sticks here. I think this one's new. That one's new. That one is, though. Which lead us round to where we can see this, past the cargo platter, which I'm not using at all. Welcome to White Shore. In the first game we had Red House, now we have White Shore to represent the fact that it is a white shore. I did not name this particular... Do I have any food on me? No, okay, I'll have to get inside pretty soon. Yeah, what the hell was I saying? So let's start with the right here before I freeze to death. I'll not name this particular base after anybody. I only have sort of 4 or 5 names at the moment. Again, these slots are open if you want them. And I have stuff in mind for each of the names on the list so far, so it'll be coming. It'll all be coming. So, this is not the main part of the base, but it is an important part. This a little side installation, you can see a bioreactor in there, and it goes around the corner. You can see that it has a wee pathway which is lit up as well, going around that corner, which I actually haven't explored yet. No idea if there's anything worth going that way, or any way out here actually. By the way, very serviceable as a main base. Inside, very, very simple building. We've got a bioreactor here, as I mentioned before, a couple windows, and some frost vases which can be used to power this thing, which they currently are. Lovely window up here which shows a view of the rest of the complex, and the scanner room is in here as well. Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's anything new here, but I don't think there is. I think all these outcrops are stuff that we're familiar with, and there's a few fragments which might be worth investigating at some point. No camera drone here, obviously. I mean, I could get one and haul it out here and just plug it back in when it needs to go in. Just plop it back into the water down by the docks or something. But hell with it. And you can come out this back door as well. There we go. Bit of a way down there. We'll explore there at some point. So coming back around, That's the main facility there, as you'd likely guess. You will have seen that unless you skipped ahead to the end. It is mostly unchanged. This area is a bit new though. Let's go in via this route, because this is the control room, as you know I've guessed. Now I'm aware I could change the colors. Some of you may have already noticed I actually have played with the colors, but in order to that it fits in with the Altera stuff and kind of... So, Robin is no fan of Altera, of course, so why would she use the branding? In my opinion, it's very simply just that she's claiming it. I am claiming all this Altera stuff. It is now mine. This is now part of my base, and I want it to match as I absorb it with my little red lines of defiance. So yeah, basic control room here. We already had a look at this before. And out the other side here though, nice wee set of steps leading down to my foundation, where I have a small solar farm as well as a plantation of red peppers, which do me very nicely. I should not want for food whilst at base, which is a huge load off my shoulders, because I don't have the materials yet for like a water distiller or anything else. So, you know, this isn't really going to do me whilst I'm on the move. I'll need to catch fish and things like that, but in the meantime, this is all fine and dandy. A little side route down here, mainly for aesthetic purposes. I mean, it's shelter from the wind and the weather, of course, but I just like the way the wee staircase looks coming up the side. Yep. And, oh, by the way, light sticks are freaking expensive in this game. Battery, glass, and titanium, I think. It's a big pain in the ass to get them, especially since titanium's a lot more limited in this game than it is in the other games, which is why I think they reduced the cost of titanium ingots, which is nice. We've got a nice geyser here, which is lit up too, with a lovely view of the ice flows. And here we have the main facility. Right in door here, we can see the sign which says Whiteshore, and our power recharging station, batteries, power cells, and here is the main room, where we have a desk in the middle, just for aesthetic purposes. Again, plans for aesthetic purposes, posters for aesthetic purposes, coffee machine, and the jukebox speaker, which I actually haven't tried out yet. I thought I'd do that on camera. A locker in here, mainly just for like amenities, things like that. You can see I've got a couple more thermoses for being out in the cold. And my fabricator. In here is my storage wing, which you will have seen before. It had some issues getting constructed, both in terms of like the symmetry and like being able to access each of the lockers but accidentally clicking on the other ones, similar to that problem I mentioned before with the battery charger, which is kind of unfortunate. But oh, also I had a window in here which was really nice. I liked it a lot, but the window creates this weird like lip effects just here, and what was happening as I was running back and forth in the fabricator with materials, I was getting caught right here. Like it would stop me dead and I'd have to like pick up speed again, and it just made the whole setup feel really clunky and awkward. I couldn't get a crafting flow going. And you can see the basic thing here, minerals, 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 all the way down to the wall. Not that like most of this is full at this point. I have attained a lot of resources, but most of it has gone to build this place. We got crafting stuff lockers here. That's all the silicone rubber I made because I forgot that fiber mesh needs the actual vine, not the seeds of a creep vine. And organics, very basic stuff here as well. I'm in desperate need of a restock, quite frankly, but we're in a position now where we actually have a stable base, so I'm able to kind of set out without having to restock again, which is good because I'm keen to get on the way. Upstairs, nice view, aye, and this is my room. So here is actually the first thing, I think this is the first thing anyway, which I'm naming. So I received a very special request from a gentleman called Vigo Doria, who you may remember me naming a base in the last one. He contacted me privately, and I have no idea if he told his new wife about this plan. If not, then hopefully this will be a nice surprise for her. So he asked me very simply if I could get a fish tank and pick a couple fish which I think represented both Vigo Doria and another viewer of mine, Laura Adams, and plop them in this tank so that they can be together. So this is what I'm calling, because it's just too perfect otherwise, this is the Adams family right here. Vigo Doria, this is you. You are the peeper, because your enthusiasm for Subnautica is unmatched in my eyes, so I thought there's no better fish to give you than the emblem of this game and of this series. And Laura, I hope you like this fish. It is the feather fish, because quite frankly, glam. I thought it suited you. However, if either of you would like me to change your representative fish, then please do let me know. This is my bedroom setup. I've got the pictures of Sam here. It's really nice to have like a personal connection with the world, like in terms of my character, because this means that I was able to, you know, I have these pictures here and they actually mean something to the character as opposed to Riley, which was a blank slate. That's one of the reasons why I never use posters, because I didn't feel as much like I was playing a character in that game. Where in this one I very much do. I've got the Mercury 2 poster. I think I picked that up from like the base or something. I don't know where I picked it up, but this is the Mercury 2. This is the one that's crashed. Why do they have a poster of the ship that crashed here? Maybe they were following a legend or something? Maybe there's something to that, maybe there's not. Pangolin thing here, a nice chair with the pangolin sketch, the fancy shaving kit just for memorabilia, and a nice bench sitting here where I can look out upon the complex. Jukebox here too. Now I have, whoa. Okay. I have to be careful with music because copyright. That's the title if you want to look it up. I might play it in the background sometimes, but I'm gonna sit here and just listen to it. That just feels a little bit too risky. Now, one last thing. Laura, I do appreciate you asked for a vehicle to be named after you. If you still want that, willing to negotiate, though I may not necessarily call it the Love Truck. But if you're happy with this, then great. I can name the vehicle something else. I have some names in mind for a vehicle already. Though I will have multiple vehicles. At the moment, I should have room for everybody. Just let me know. I don't want to decline your request, but I suspect you made that request without knowing that I was also going to do this. So yeah, just talk to me. Let me know if you like it. Hope you do. I hope you both do, I should say. And lastly, at the back here, our little kind of viewpoint, now with a back door. We've got light sticks here, which are lovely. And in here,
welcome aboard, Captain.
we have a really nice, I don't know why I love how plain this corridor is. For some reason, it's one of my favorite bits. I think maybe it reminds me of like an airport or something like that, which feels appropriate. Is that weather closing in? Ooh, I've never noticed the weather transitions before. That is, right? Oh, that's cool if so. Down here, we have our moon pool. Hello. Vehicle upgrade station here. Some nice views of the eye fish around. And yes, there's our sea truck. Hello. Now let's see if we can drive it in here at all, because I'm not sure if we can. Oh yeah, it's responding. Bueno. Fantastic. I actually have not looked at the upgrades I can build for this thing at all, but we can name it and get it moving. So here's the name I'm gonna go with. Let's see, trying to think of a good way of doing this. We're gonna call it Nova. We're gonna call it Nova after another commenter of mine. Commenter, sorry. I don't have a name for the people who follow this channel. You lovely folks that watch. Viewer, commenter, what's more respectful? I don't fucking know, but either way, Tenebris Nova, who requested basically anything be named after them. They got a Cyclops, they got Nova Nautica in the bonus episodes of the original Subnautica game, but we didn't see too much of it there, so it's fine in my opinion to also name a vehicle after himself. Let's customize a little bit. Nova, obviously, color is up to you. For now, I'm going to see, can I get it to a position where I can actually see both of them? Yeah, I can. Whoops, that's the stripe. Just go black. Okay, base. I think I want a slightly deeper blue. It's actually kind of difficult. Down. And then darker. Whoa. Yeah, kind of like that. The interior. How does the interior thing work? Let's give it a bit more color. shift it into the kind of red spectrum there. I mean, it looks like a fish now because it's got the red interior and it's got the blue outline, but I think that's okay. And the name is white. Is that okay? It was flooded as well, which is less than ideal. Okay, come on, buddy. Oh, it still thinks I'm underwater. How's this feel to drive? It's okay. Do you know what? I will land on a color combination. This is again the sort of thing which takes a little bit of time, and this episode's gone on long enough already, goodness knows. So I'm gonna choose a color combination. Again, ready to be superseded by Tenebrous? Just let me know. Oh goodness. Alright guys, we're going with a kind of turquoisey kind of jazz. Let's get back in. Whoa, this doesn't feel like it's kind of working as intended. Maybe it's assumed that you'll kind of manually charge it as you go. I don't know. By the way, this I've changed the interior back to white. This feels pretty relaxing to drive in terms of its color. It'll blend in a bit with the water, but the beacon should kind of fix that, hopefully. For now, whilst we're waiting on a color confirmation from Nova, this will do just fine. Let's find out about the source of upgrades that we can craft. So sea shark modules, just the depth modules. So I need an ammo glass, which I do not yet have. Somebody, I think it might have been, James McCarthy, I think, Tintin, who mentioned that, this is actually a good opportunity. Let me go out this way. Bring it out, bring it out, bring it out, bring it out, oh, for goodness. For crying in the sink, here we go. Who brought up that in this game, in this version of Subnautica, it is not so much like I will get the stuff I need to go deeper, then go deeper. It's that I will get the stuff that I barely needs to go deeper, and then I will find down there the equipment I need to make myself more comfortable at that depth, which I think is a really interesting place. Oh my god, this is perfect. Okay, a bit foggy, so not entirely perfect, but the Northern Lights bounds, and this we kind of get to see how the lighting works in this base. This is one of my favorite bits of it in terms of atmosphere. Just between the various light sticks that I've put up and the kind of distancing with everything, the kind of way the lights lead you round to this base, I don't know, I'm a big fan. So wow, making this base has been a long time coming. It's definitely something which I have put more thought into and perhaps over worried about for some reason. I don't know, just having the bases and making the bases were one of my favorite parts of the original game. So I think I wanted everything to be perfect, you know? But you have to remember that bases come from necessity. I needed a home base. And, you know, all I needed was just that little flash of inspiration, just says like, yep, I want to build here. And then now I have everything that I could want from a base. So I have no desire to expand the projects, at least not right now. Though I will eventually. And the sun is rising. Fantastic. It's a great spot, actually. I like it a lot. It's a little out the way, but that's what our outpost bases are for. I think I will indeed build a few outposts here and there. Nothing as big as this. This will always be, I think, the main base. But I ain't done with building in this game because I've been really enjoying the last few hours despite how long it's been taking. So thank you for your patience in dealing with me. Yeah, in the next episode we're going to get back to some exploration. I have a place in mind where I know I want to go already. So I will see you then. Thanks very much for watching, folks. Bye for now.